Good morning, everybody. My name is Irabo from Web Message. On this video, I'll be telling you how to buy a domain name and a hosting plan and build a basic website for your business. Web Message sells domain and hosting plan. And Web Message server is one of the fastest server. If you want your website to be very fast, use webmessage.org. And their um server locations is worldwide, it's international, so you don't have all your datas in one location. And Web Message offers free UI service like UI's privacy. Privacy is you have to hide your identity. I'm going to be showing you where that part is supposed to be around here somewhere. But for now, let's start. Let's buy a domain name. Just come to www.webmessage.org like it's on the screen. Go to the search box and type the name of the domain you want. For those that don't know what a domain name is, the simplest way I can describe a domain name is your address on your bar. Like this website we are on now, the domain name is webmessage.org as written on top. That is the easiest way to describe a domain name. Other methods are like domains are actually pointing to your server. Your server is where you keep your web files, your PHP, your HTML, and your CSS files. If you design a website and you want it to go worldwide and you want it to be shown, so the place you put your data where your website is designed is called your hosting network. Why? Where your domain is actually stored. What is your domain actually is and where it's stored is still with your hosting provider, but your domain itself is just an address that points to your hosting network. That is, if you are in, let's say you are in the UK or you are in the US and you want to type your website, if you type webmessage.org, it just points down to the hosting network where your files are stored. It goes there, it directs there to pick it up. So your domain name is just pointing to your hosting network. So let's start. Just go to the search column, type a domain name. Usually, how we advise, if you have a business, you register the business, your domain name should be your business name. It makes it easier for search engines, your clients, and also social media followers and the rest to know if they're actually dealing with the right brand. So, okay, I've typed one earlier on before, Major Tech Hunt. So let's check if Major Tech Hunt is available. Okay, good, it's available. So just hit purchase. When you hit purchase, it takes you to the next screen. Same, just go through the same search and add to cart. Once added to cart, you check out. So now on this part now, this is where I talk of the UI's privacy. UI's privacy you don't buy on web message. That is the good thing of web message. Web message gives it free of charge because I don't see why you should not have UI's privacy when buying a domain name. So UI's privacy should be a must in buying a domain name because you have to hide your details from spammers and those people trying to hack into your website. If you don't buy UI's data plan from a hosting provider or you didn't choose it as part of your domain purchase, just know that your domain will be opened out for spammers and everybody can know who owns this domain, which will be very unsafe and is not advisable to leave your address and your contact details to the world. But if you are on web message, which gives UI's privacy free of charge automatically when you buy the domain name. But if you don't want, you want to give yourself open for spammers, you can easily just write to support and they will take it away and open your domain out. Well, which I don't advise, and that's why I like web message also. So after clicking, you are buying a domain name. It's good you add a hosting plan. But if you are not buying a domain name, if you are not buying a hosting plan, you just want to buy a domain name, you just continue. Now, name servers, earlier on we talked about hosting. Name servers actually is the place you host your data, the server who is hosting your data. Web message currently is the server that will host your data, your domain, and your hosting plan. So this is the name server. But if you are just only buying a domain name from web message and you have a hosting package somewhere else you've purchased, or you are buying a domain name or you bought a domain name somewhere else, you want to buy just only the hosting package, these are the places you change your name server. Although you can do it from the client area, it's just a registration process anyway. So that was all for the domain. If you click continue, you check out you're buying no hosting plan. But for the sake of the hosting plan, I would like to include it here. So if you are purchasing a hosting plan, just click just this button here. Now you can choose any of the hosting plan. As of now, we are recording this video. Silver SSD hosting, gold SSD hosting, platinum SSD hosting, silver SSD hosting is 1,800. If you have a company, if you have a company where all you do, or if you want a portfolio website where maybe if you're an artist, all you do is just to upload images of your work, or just a basic blog to tell about yourself, your personal lifestyle, or a mini shopping website where you have, maybe if you are doing drop shipping or you have products indoors you want to sell, I recommend you take the 1800 silver SSD plan. By the way, the meaning of SSD is solid state drive. Web message gives solid state drive hosting. All your datas are going to be secured, faster in uploading, and faster website. If you want to have a very fast website, I will advise you use web message. Most hosting providers, what they do, they give you a cheaper hosting plan, and I think we'll talk about that later on. They give you a cheaper hosting plan. Maybe if this hosting plan is 1.8, they come with a hosting plan of 200, 300 naira. But I won't advise you to go into those kind of hosting plans, because usually what those hosting plans do is that they take away most of your uh, privileges to own your rights. You don't own most of the things you do. If you want a WordPress website, they install it for you. They detect how much load you must put on it, like your images and your content, which I won't still recommend, because on the long run you will need to upgrade. And upgrading, you are stuck with them in terms of other services like design services and the rest. But let's not go deep into that. If you are buying a gold SSD plan, which is 2,900, I will advise this for every business. You know, the silver works very well, but I think it's always good to go with the gold. But if it's your first time, you can start with the silver, later you can upgrade to the gold. The difference between these plans are just the capability. The higher you go, the more better your website will be in terms of storage, bandwidth, traffic, and all. So for now, for this video, we'll just maybe take the silver plan. That's it. Already, you know, we've kept the domain name. It's telling us to see. In case you want to change it, you can change it here. But I think this is fine by me. So next, we choose the billing cycle. If you are doing a monthly billing for the hosting, you can leave it here. But if you are going to be doing annual, it's best to change it here. Sorry, I didn't talk about the currencies. You can actually change currencies on web message. If you are browsing from Nigeria, you will be buying at Nigeria currency. But if you are in another country, you go with dollars. You can always change your currency anytime you want during the startup or the middle part. The currency is up here. If you can see, the currency is up here. That's where the currency just changes. But for now, we'll work with the naira. So you click continue. After you click continue, you're going to see the checkout. This is the total. This is for the hosting plan for 1 year, and this is the registration for 1 year. Like I told you, you can still start with the monthly hosting and later go to the 1 year. But from this video, let's just stick to the 1 year. Existing customers, you put in your details. These two packages add to your current client area package or your client area directly. If you have a promo code from us, you put it here. I'll be dropping a promo code very soon, or maybe on the paid video. If you are watching, if this is with the paid video or course, you're going to have a promo code, and the promo code you can use it to purchase on discounts. So here we'll go to the billing. The billing existing billing for that's for people that are already registered. You just log in, and that you can use Facebook to log in, or Gmail. You can create a new account here. Then you choose your payment collector. For now is Paystack and PayPal. That's it. Then your domain registrant informant. Like I told you, when you buy a domain name, it goes through the registration process. Data needs to be stored because of your SSL. Your SSL is just basically a secured protocol website. Like this web message has an SSL. Look at the S up here. So for that, this registration process, you have to submit your details. But WHOIS privacy is something that hides your details, these details from the public. So that's the domain registrant. So feel free to leave it as the default contact details above. But if you have other new contact you want to put, you can add here. But like I told you, web message gives WHOIS privacy free, which people pay for. Here in web message, it's a must every website to have. So as a private web hosting and domain company, so with an international standard, we give it free of charge. So that's all. Then you hit checkout. After checkout, follow the procedure. That's all. I didn't fill in my details as I saying this. For this video, I'm not going to be buying another domain name and hosting plan from a random name I typed just to prove anything. I'm sure when you hit the checkout on your side, it just takes you to the payment point. Then you pay. Then it opens your dashboard. On the next video, I'll show you how to install WordPress and start using your dashboard and cPanel. Thank you very much.